Hello, Robin. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Mary, Barbara, hello, hello. I had to put a piece of paper right here because that gives such a little reflection from my lights. There, how's that? I'll just block it with paper. So, it's kind of a yucky day today. Everybody stay inside? Or did you do something fun? I worked. And then I had to go pick up one of the littles from school after her after school club. So, I did go out, but oh, the dentist. Robin went to the dentist. Yuck. Hi, Susan. Lois. How is everyone? As you're popping on, say hello. We'll give it a minute. Susan, you fed 225 kids? Oh, boy. Hi, Winifred. How are ya? Today, we are going to, hi, Marilyn, talk about distress crayons again. I thought we might do one more episode with them. Just as a reminder, I really like coloring with distress crayons because they're easy. And for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you know what my favorite tool is. So I can use my favorite tool with distress crayons to color. Hey Marion, how are ya? So I did these. This is the new Tim Holtz stamp set called Bold Botanicals. You can see I've been using it because here's the card. No stamps on it. They are in my big platform here. So it's these, they're ATC sized stamps, and I just got it the other day, and I've used it a couple of times already. I made a little birthday insert card and colored these 2 samples just to kind of show you how easy it is to get some nice bold color. And then I was thinking while I was waiting for this live to start, how you could take the watercolor pencils, if I knew where mine were, I must have put them in some container somewhere, now I can't find them. Anyway, you could take your distress watercolor pencils and do some highlighting because then the colors would match. And now I'm like stressed out about where my watercolor pencils are. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this, how quick and easy it is to color this image. This one looked like a poppy to me, so that is what I'm going to color. I also realized I don't have all of the red colors in my distress crayons, so it looks like I'm going to have to go shopping when I go into the store. So the only thing that you really have to remember with the crayons is not to let them sit too long before you blend or smear, because they do start to dry a little bit, and they're harder to smear. And then of course they will completely dry, and then they're not very water reactive at all. So let's see. Sorry, I am also trying to watch the comments. So all right. So all I do is I usually take the darker color and I color in the areas where I think it would be darker, which is usually here where the petals meet the center. So I mean, it's so my coloring is so precise and careful. I just put down some color. This one, if you are curious of the color, is Festive Berries with a little yellow, whatever that was. Festive Berries. And I am going to then take my finger, my best tool, and just blend and smear. They are smearable right away when you put the color down. And you can get that blended in. Don't worry about getting that in the center, even if you weren't going to do red, because we'll go right over it. They remind me of watercolors without the water, just with like being able to smear it with your finger. Now, I will probably go back and put more red there. Okay, Mary's asking, what type of ink and paper did you use? This is the Distress Heavy, the white heavy stock. And I used whatever ink I had right here. I have used Archival, but I used the Lawn Fawn Jet Black, but you could use Archival, would work great. You're not really using anything wet that would smear the ink. Of course, you need to let it dry all the way, but so they're really, I don't know that there would be an issue with a certain type of ink, but I would lean towards Archival, or I use that Lawn Fawn Jet Black for everything. So there's 4 pads of it right here on my table because I do a lot of kitting and we stamp with that. So, all right. So this is Saltwater Taffy that I'm mixing with the Festive Berries because those two colors just looked like they would blend really nicely for a poppy. The flower poppy, not like a daddy poppy. I got jokes tonight. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to put some more red in here. I figured that I probably would after I got the Saltwater Taffy down. But you can see how easy it is to just add layers of color. This combination I really like. And you can see how easy it is to blend. Let's see, I think it goes like, I don't know. It goes however you want it to go, I guess. I'm going to do a little bit more here. The Saltwater Taffy crayon is blending really, really nicely with this Festive Berries. Okay, so the petals. Now, what I'm using for the centers, Robin is asking, how long does it take for the Distress crayons to dry? 10, 15 minutes, maybe? They start to dry fairly quickly, within a minute or two, but they're still smearable. Your best smear time is right when you put the color down. But they will be completely dry probably in 10, 15 minutes. For the center, I am going to use, actually, I'm going to change my mind. I am going to try, we'll see, Vintage Photo. And I'm going to put some antique linen and see what that does. I don't know. Just a test. All right, see, so I just put some of the Vintage Photo down, and I'm just going to smear that around. Whistle while you work. Do 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 do. All right, and then this is antique linen. The only thing that I'll caution against is you might want to have a wipe handy to wipe your blending fingers off, because if I take this finger that I've got brown on and I go to blend in my red, then I'm going to have brown in my red. It's just going to happen that way. So I would recommend a wipe handy for you to wipe your blending tool off, which is your finger. All right. This is Crackling Campfire. I want to see what happens when I add a little bit of that to the center here. See if we can bring a little bit of a red color. But it really is just fun trying to use the different colors to see how they blend. And then you can also, like I said, use your watercolor pencils and do some highlighting, but you could also use like a paint marker, like a Posca. So look at how quick that was. And it's pretty. It's very pretty. All right, I've got one more here. I'm going to show you, sorry, my messy table. You can't see it, but you sure can hear it, can't you? All right. I am going to try some saltwater taffy and antique linen for the petals. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we'll put some saltwater taffy down here. This is one of my newest crayons too. That could very well be why it is so soft and smooth. All right, there's that. And then we'll take some antique linen here on the ends. And of course, you don't have to do your petals two-toned if you don't want to. I just like a little depth of color. Makes it interesting. And then our stem down here. Throw some green in. All right, let's add some more saltwater taffy because, well, I like that color. Don't want our green finger to blend. Now, you don't really even need to do two colors for the center because you could make it quite dark here and then just take your finger and lightly go where it's white and bring a really light version of the color. And voila, look at how fast that was. Mary Ann's asked, surprised I'm not using Uncharted Mariner. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. And it is right here, my favorite. But it's weird. You don't really see blue flowers. Hello, Renee. All right. So, does anybody have any questions about our new favorite tool, the Distress Crayon? And does anybody know where I might have put my Distress watercolor pencils? Because I don't know what I did with them. And I am, you know, I'm a little freaked out about it, but I'll find them eventually. I wanted to do some highlighting. You could, oh, I never have anything when I want it. I had a Posca pen here. Let's see. Nope. I got nothing. Sorry, I was going to do some highlighting and see to show you that. But I got nothing. All right. Robin has a question. Oh, what does it look like if you don't smear it? Well, let me show you. What's this piece of paper? It kind of looks like an oil pastel. I'll just put a couple down here and hold it up for you. Hold on. That's what it looks like. What did Marilyn say? Did I miss something? Did I miss a question or did I get everybody? You're welcome. That was easy. All right. Any other questions? Did I miss anything? Let's see. I'm looking back. I don't think I did. I do know that I need to build up my Distress crayon stash because I don't have a lot of browns and I don't have a lot of reds. But I do have all the other colors you can see here in this fabulous tin. But yeah, I really love, this is the Festive Berries and the Saltwater Taffy. That blended very nicely with the Vintage Photo and the Antique Linen. And then this is the Saltwater Taffy with the Antique Linen. That also blended very nicely too. When I find my watercolor pencils, I will do some highlighting. You can add something glittery, I'm sure. You want me to, you're asking me to add something glittery? I happen to have some stickles right here, Susan. I could do that. Right to the center of the flower. Of course, it'll look a little bit better when it dries, but there you go. Anyway, I will find my watercolor pencils, I hope, and then I will do some highlighting and kind of show you, because I thought it would be really cool if you did some highlighting with the matching colors. So, if there aren't any additional questions, I will just say, don't forget to sign up for Mega Meat Crops. The room is starting to fill up. We've got some fun things planned, some great prizes. We'll have some good food Friday and Saturday, extended hours. Jen Shirkus classes, early bird pricing is over, so now you've got regular pricing, but there are still seats available. So if you are interested in those classes with Jen Shirkus, you can get signed up. That's really all that I have, I think, right now. So, I hope everybody has a good Tuesday. I'm sure I will be seeing you around in the store soon. Thank you for joining me, and adieu.